I'm alive. People are going to be shocked that I have the thing pulled up in time. Oh, I'm so sweaty. It's hot in Topeka. I always feel bad for these first few moments when nobody's here, and I think, well, they won't know what amazing stuff just happened when they were gone, and I was singing about it being hot in Topeka. How the fuck do you open this shit? Gnaw through it like a goddamn hamster. Oh! Hi. How's it going? I can't get this open. Life is bad. Everything went wrong. Okay. I gotta remember how to do this. Not with 2 fingers. Womp womp womp. Nope, that's not it. I'm trying to do that thing where I see all your chat stuff and not just half of it. Live chat, okay. And then I just go, soup. Nope. It's not what I want to do. So anyway, I'm sweaty and bedraggled and shit because I was at a picnic all day today. And I don't like going outside. I feel like just being fair-skinned. I forgot to put on sunscreen. And even though we were in like a pavilion, I feel like the sun's still out to get you. Like it somehow can still get you. And I did stand out in the sun when I was feeding ducks and stuff. I fed baby ducks. It was so cool. I fed them lettuce. But yeah, I just feel like I've been radiated. I feel like I have radiation sickness. I feel like, that mini-series. I feel like, you taste metal. How did I do that last time? Every time I say, guys, how did I do that? And I can never figure it out. Is it this? Oh, it's down here. It's down here, I think. What? I can't click on that, though. So I don't understand. What's happening? You know what? If I can't see the stuff that you say, I apologize because apparently I'm not allowed to. I don't know what's going on with this. Am I secretly a vampire? Probably. I probably am secretly a vampire. I mean, I was literally in like the total shade. I was probably outside for maybe 30 minutes. And then riding in the car, and it's like, oh, I'm itchy and I can't get my wine open. So now I just have to whine. It's got it's scored. Where's my family? Nobody loves me. Why isn't anybody protecting me from myself at this point? Is that a human coming down the stairs? Okay, well, if you're a monster, can you open this with your claws? I can't get it open. It's got a cork and everything. It came from Aldi's. I didn't think it would have a cork. All right. I'm a vampire. What? Whine about the wine. That's what I'm going to do. I'm so frustrated at not being able to move this. Cancel. It keeps trying to make me leave the site is the problem. Yeah, it's like that. It's like it just keeps saying oh, do you want to leave the... What is this shit? It's like looking at the elements of... Am I still... Okay. I guess I didn't get it right. Hi, godless heathen. Hi, everybody that's talking and stuff. I'm still trying to figure out badly how to make this so that I can see your freaking chat. No, I can see the chat on the side, and every single I feel like every week I try to be able to see the chat, and every week it's a different thing that makes it there. Now it was a button. It's never been a button before. Oh my God. Oh, it's not a cork?
Clearly. Not a cork.
I don't know who bit it.
Oh, I don't know either.
With their teeth. He doesn't let me use my teeth. So I'm going to pour myself some sangria. I've got sangria. So we'll see what happens. This is the first legal drink I ever had was sangria. But it was it had fruit and shit in it. It was ice cold and on a boat.
Well, yeah. I guess that's from Spain too. It says it's a product of Spain.
It says product of Spain. I mean, I was in Spain when I had it. Big ass picture of it, and I watched flamenco. Holy shit! This is actually really good. I wasn't expecting much from Aldi Sangria, but Yeah.
You know too many Spaniards to trust them.
All right, what? All right,
Quoting your movie. Your
now,
favorite movie.
Let's get to work because I wanted to get some of these. I know people put in questions. I said on Twitter, though, that I wasn't going to do any new questions from today. And the reason why is because I want to get through some of these ones before I go on my trip, because next week I will be not on. For the next 2 weeks, we won't have this wonderful evening because I'll be going up north. And so I'll be driving up next Saturday. The next Saturday I'll be driving back. So thank you. I also love my narwhal shirt. Yeah. So let's see. Let's get started. And I'm going to do these. I'm going to do 3 card readings for all of these so that I don't get like in a thing. My Dracula hair is weird again. Look at that. What is up with my Dracula hair? Anyway, let's take a look at this person and their business. Let's look into these people's business. Okay. All right. I may be facing homelessness in the next 6 months. I need to know what to expect and if I'll be relocating to another place before 2020. So this person who asked this question, we'll do 3 cards because I'm going to do 3 cards on everything tonight so I can get your answers in since I won't be here for 2 weeks. It might be a long night, everybody, just to be warned. Man, that stuff is good. This sangria is going to be dangerous because I'm going to drink a whole lot. I was like, oh, that tastes yummy. Ah. Okay. So, homelessness in the next 6 months. Need to know what to expect. And if they'll relocate. So, we'll do 1 card for... we're just going to throw down 3 cards on all of these. We're not going to set them up. We're just going to throw down 3 and see what they say. Okay? That's what we're going to do. This person's homelessness situation. 3 cards. Okay. Here's what we're looking at. The first card that came up is the 2 of Cups reversed. This usually, if it's in a love reading, would indicate a divorce. It might indicate a breakup, that kind of thing. But basically, it's a breaking of a partnership. If you have a roommate or you are in a contentious thing with a landlord or someone you live with, then yes, there is going to be some sort of split there. There is going to be a breaking of a contract there. Things are going to go fast, and you're going to need to move fast. The 8 of Wands is all about swift action and stuff like that, because it really is going to upend your world. We've got this whole the world turned upside down thing here. So it looks like what it's saying is you might not need to, if you have a lease and you're worried about breaking it and the consequences of that, you might not need to worry about that. You might need to just get out. But definitely speed is required here. You are going to need to really move fast to get new, like a new place to live and to reestablish your situation. And that's not like, I mean, it's like, duh, you need to move fast to get somewhere to live, whatever. But it means like soon. And things are in motion already and going. It's not like, oh, you should get a place because you're going to be homeless, or whatever. So you should get something as fast as possible. Yeah, everybody wants to be unhomeless as fast as possible. That's like, duh. But basically what this is telling you is that this is coming faster than you think, that there may be a broken contract thing involved, and that it is going to upheave everything for you. So quick action is definitely necessary. Dun, da, da, da. I hope that this is satisfying, even if I'm not taking the world's longest time on these. I just really want to get as many done as I can. Okay. So, I've been single for 6 years. The first 2 years were for self-improvement. Then it became lack of opportunity. Will I date anytime soon? Is there anything I should know that I don't right now? So, the flashing light in the background is probably Metal Gear Solid, whatever, or Metal Gear yada yada, whatever one just came out recently. It's something Metal Gear. Solid Snake is in it. The the crawling is hilarious because when they crawl backwards, like they didn't animate a backward crawl. Am I back? Did I leave? Am I back? No, I'm worried if the feed died. Okay. Yeah, it said on here like it was like that it's gone. I was like, what? But yeah, they didn't animate a backward crawl. They just sort of like kept the forward crawl motions and then animate it, and then like it just goes backwards, and it looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. Right? They're like, I hear somebody saying something bad about a Metal Gear game. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. Okay. So this is somebody been single for 6 years. The first 2 years were for self-improvement. Then it became a lack of opportunity. Will I date anytime soon? Is there anything I should know that I don't right now? Let's figure it out. 3 cards for this person on their dating life. Okay. Here we go. Here's your dating life. Okay. You still have a lot of inner work to do, is what's coming up. And here's why. All of the cards in this came up reversed. When all of the cards or many cards in a spread come up, I go, okay, this is something to do with your interior life, your inner self type thing. And the cards that came up are like the Star, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups reversed. So the Star, when it's this way, is usually like inspiration and positive forward stuff. But when it's turned over like this, I always take it as it needs to like you need to refill the well. All right. And you're like, okay, it's been lack of opportunity and stuff like that. There may have been opportunities that you couldn't see because either the well needs to be filled or you're trying to fill the well with the wrong thing. You're looking for the wrong thing, or you're trying to put things into your life that aren't helping replenish you in the way that you need to be so that you can be in a relationship. The 10 of Pentacles reversed, when the 10 of Pentacles is like this, it's like, oh, happy, generations and a feeling of wisdom and generational wealth and all of that stuff. And reversed like this makes me think that you may have some underlying, I would say, trust issues related to money. And I don't know how that would come up in a relationship or in a dating thing, but I don't know if it's like you are concerned about dating someone who has money, concerned about dating dating someone who'll take financial advantage of you, feeling like, okay, I've built all this stuff up. So this one is an interesting card, I feel like. And I think that it's definitely, there's an overall feeling in this reading of, I want to be in a relationship. I know what I want, but it's not actually, because you got the 9 of Cups reversed here, which suggests a lack of satisfaction with things. And it might be that, yeah, there have been opportunities, but there are people that you maybe have overlooked because you're looking for the wrong thing. So that's what I'm going with here. You have some inner work to do. Okay, I'm looking at this and it's like I can see in my head what I want to say to you. Give me a second. You have a feeling that you are very much, you've done your self-development and you've taken care of all of that. And you know exactly what you want. And you're not going to settle for anything less. But what this is telling you is you haven't quite gotten to the what you want thing. And you are still kind of worried about the idea of financial entanglements. And some of that might have to do with things from your family. You might have people, I don't know if there's generational wealth in your family, and there are people who are like, oh, you're going to, get a gold digger or something like that. And then in searching for this thing, this perfect thing, you are risking you're filling the well with the wrong thing. When I say the filling the well thing, it's that you're filling the well with the wrong thing. You are putting all of these ideas and things, and you're going, okay, I'm feeling great, and this is the thing that I need to get, and I know what's going to make me happy, but you kind of don't yet. You're still kind of clinging to some toxic things that you need to deal with in yourself, and that it's not necessarily lack of opportunity. It's just too narrow of a criteria. That doesn't mean settle. It just means know yourself a little better and know whether or not the worries that you have are based on your needs or are based on things that you knew, or that you look for something based on your needs, not based on what you have been told that you need or should want. So that one was a little bit weird because there's definitely money is a big thing in there. So I don't know if there was like an ex who didn't pull their weight, or if there's a fear of, like I said, like gold digging, or you were raised to look for a rich partner or something like that. But there was definitely a feeling in there of like, I know how to protect myself this time, or I know how to, do. I don't know. That one kind of threw me for a loop. But definitely the thing about some of the things that you believe that you're looking for are not the things that are going to serve you. There we go. Some of the things that you think you need in a relationship are not the things that are actually going to serve you. So, hello, everybody that came in. All right. Here we go. Clear. All right. I would like to spy on my brother, please, and see if he's on a good path. So we'll do 3 cards for this person's brother. Right. Yeah, it was Alessia asking him about Maxim. Jesus. I was talking to somebody today, and I was like, that book it's better than 50 Shades, but it's still a bad book. I am sweating my balls off. I wonder if I could open this door. Ooh. That's not going to help. The air conditioner's outside of this door. But the one about your brother is yours? Let's do this. Let's spy on your brother, see if he's on a good path. Yeah. Well, we got another all reverses. All right. So this, I'm going to say, since we're spying on your brother, this is an interior life thing. Okay. This is an interior within himself. He may have had some addiction issues. He is getting rid of those. He is breaking free of those. If it wasn't even, yes, you were, Tammy. So he's been through some shit. He's had some bad habits. He's been involved in some bad stuff or whatever. But he's getting free of that. Temperance reversed. It's been hard. He's been struggling to find balance. He has been, it hasn't been an easy road, but he's been trying to stay out of trouble or to get clean of something. And the Page of Swords reversed is just, to me, a sign that it's not that he won't take any action. He's just not going to embark on anything new right now. He's focusing on the other 2 things. He's focusing, instead of making giant life-changing plans and forging ahead and learning and growing and all of that. It's not time for him to grow his garden. It's not time for him to, create the next step and go out and start the next phase. He's trying to close up whatever phase he's in now. He's trying to close it up before he can move on. So that's what's going on. So it looks like things are going okay. They're just going tough. He's just, struggling with some personal issues. So. Yeah, I can see that. But he is definitely, it's definitely a thing that he's working on. I'm going to clear these. Womp, womp. Okay, clear that. And then word wrap that. All right. I'm going to clear these cards real quick. We're going to take a smork real quick. I'm going to drink some of this lovely sangria. Oh my God, my pits are so sweaty. But I've been sweaty all day because of the radiation sickness. I shouldn't joke about that. I shouldn't, because I watched that miniseries and that was fucking haunting. But no, I am just sweating my balls off. Jim Beaver. I don't believe I did answer that one. Or maybe I did. I'm drunk when I do these, so I don't know. Sad Dracula. Sorry, bear with me while I clear these. I haven't cleared them in a while. I don't know if you guys can hear my son being so loud upstairs. Just the loudest person in the world. My daughter isn't here tonight because she went to her Baba's because school is over. So, wah, wah. I'm reading all your stuff. June, another sign of planetary collapse. Yeah. Well, I wish you guys could hear it because he just like every once in a while you're like, wah! Like upstairs, like a weirdo. Okay. Here's one. Oops. Hang on. Ignore. Woo! Ignore my dirty bong. I just need to get my high on real quick. Witchy patterns. What's your witchy patterns? What's that? I want to know about this witchy pattern thing. I had a weird encounter with a Canada goose today. I was feeding these geese and ducks some shredded lettuce from Qdoba. And there was this goose, and it came up really close to me, and it just stared at me. It just looked me right in the eye. And he didn't hiss at me or anything. He just stood there and looked at me. And I was like talking to it, and it was just looking back. And I was like, this fucking goose knows I'm a witch. That's what's happening here. That goose is condemning me. And I wasn't even high at the time. And I should have been. Because it was a park. And what a perfect place. What a perfect place. So. Canada goose. Canada. Yes. Geese have teeth on their tongues. And so when I was trying to feed baby ducks, and then they came over, and it was a bad scene. I was like, I was trying to feed the babies, not you, stupid geese. And I don't know where the babies went, but I fed some baby ducks and they were cute. And then I fed the rest of the ducks, and then the geese came, and it was a great thing. So. Huh. Oh, yeah, the ducklings, you almost ran them over, Tammy. You would have felt so bad after you sat there and you were like, yeah, I will, I stopped so I don't, so nobody hits them with cars. And that would have been terrible if you were like, yeah, I stopped so that they don't get hit by cars, and then you accidentally hit them. Oh, my God, you would have felt awful. Geese are worse. Canada geese. Yeah, usually they do. The other ones were hissing and stuff at me, but that one was just like, looking me in the eye and was just totally chill. And I was like, hey, what's up? How's your goose business running? Yeah, they really don't. Also, it's really fun to feed seagulls chicken nuggets. Yeah. That's probably it. Canada, that's how Canada lets out its mad. Well, where I live, quick digression and history lesson. We live near where Mr. Kellogg, you may know him from your cereal box. Mr. Kellogg felt that Canada geese would be great in our area. About 7 miles away, he bought a big plot of land, like with a lake and everything on it. And he had Canada geese brought here because if they came to the lake and they laid eggs and had a nest there, then the next year they would return. And the next year the nestlings or whatever would probably return. And he was right. And now there are Canada geese everywhere in our entire, like, our town and yes, he was into abstinence and sexual suppression and all of that stuff. So yeah, exactly. Eat this. Yeah, if you eat cornflakes, you won't masturbate. So, but there is a place that's like, it's called it's like the Kellogg Bird Sanctuary. And ever since I was a kid, because my grandma, when I was little and I lived with my grandparents, we lived much closer to it. We would go there and go see the geese and stuff. And one time I watched a Canada goose like chip its way out of an egg. Like I don't know, is that when they're born? I don't know if they're born when the egg comes out or if they're born when they come out of the egg. But I saw one get out of its thing. You know what happens where they put their little and then they come out. So it came out and it was awesome, but we stood there for like 4 hours and watched it, and not a fucking second of that 4 hours was wasted or boring. It was incredible. He just popped right. It was really cool. Anyway, but there's fucking Canada geese everywhere because of the Kellogg guy who was like, hey, masturbating might be fun, but you know what's even better? A bunch of fucking giant mean ass birds that'll chase you and bite you and shit everywhere. So, taxidermy the course was like that guy. I was like, no, that was not what he did. Yes, Michigan. Goose bites your dick off so you won't masturbate. See, I should be in charge. Why is Tim Allen on the commercials? When you call any of the things, he's like, there is a place. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know what his fucking Pure Michigan commercial should just be. There is a place where I once sent like 19 people to prison for life because I fucked up. And now I'm a millionaire Republican, even though I was trafficking enough cocaine to kill a herd of elephants. That guy. I should be the new person. And I should go on there and I should be like, there is a place where a goose will bite your dick off so you don't masturbate. Which guy? Oh, I'm talking about Pure Michigan. Tim Allen, that asshole. The fucking snitch. The Michigan snitch. I can't believe Tim Allen is the guy doing our things when we have Jeff Daniels, who is the iconic Michigander. No one from Michigan, no one will ever be as Michigan as Jeff Daniels. Yeah. Fucking, yeah, snitch again. That's what's happened. Yeah, or Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell will be fine too, but I mean, like, I'm sorry. Jeff Daniels fucking wrote Escanaba into Moonlight. It's the most Michigan thing ever. He is the most Michigander, and it's fucking ridiculous that Tim Allen fucking, he couldn't even traffic cocaine correctly. I mean, like, that's the thing. It's like, he got caught. No, he failed. And then he's had a whole bunch of snitched on everybody. Look it up. That's not a fucking lie. If you didn't know that about Tim Allen, he was a fucking coke trafficking snitch. Okay. Yeah, exactly. All right. So this one's kind of sad now that we've talked about Tim Allen and what a fucking snitch he is. I'm sorry, but if you fuck up, you don't throw everybody else under the bus. You fucking own that shit. And nobody ever came back and killed him. Like, I'm hoping one of those guys gets parole, you know? Like, and not that I want Tim Allen to die. I'm
sure he's paying somebody.
I would just like for somebody to get out and it would make him nervous. Okay. Oh, you're thinking of Grand Rapids? Shizmanda? You're thinking of Grand Rapids. That's where Amway is.
Well, apparently Adam Sandler's looking there.
Adam Sandler's gonna work for Amway?
No, he's looking at Grand Rapids.
Oh my God. If that happened, I would be the happiest person on earth. I would go up there all the time. Anyway. So my boyfriend just had to move back in with his parents 1,000 miles away because he's having trouble finding a job in his field after earning a PhD. We decided to break up before he left because he's not certain he can find a job where I live, even though he says he loves me and wants to come back if he can. Will he come back? Will he be successful if he does? Should I wait for him or move on? Those are 3 questions. That's perfect for this. So there's more there, but let's take a look at this. So 3 questions. All right. All right. Will he come back? Will he be successful if he does? Let's say, will he be happy? Because you asked about that later. Will he come back? Will he be happy if he does? And should you wait for him or move on? Okay. Okay. So he said, will he come back? He will not be coming back. I'm sorry to break that news. This was a situation. This is the magician reverse. There's deception here. And basically, he broke up with you when he moved back, and he used the having to move back as an excuse, is what that is. We've got that 9 of Pentacles reversed. Should I wait for him or move on? If you wait, you are going to miss out. Because see here, this is a person that has sowed all these seeds and they're coming in and everything's hunky-dory. This is reversed. You need to move on. Because what this is saying is you are going to waste your time. You're just going to be waiting for this garden to grow. You're going to be waiting for this crop, this harvest of happiness to come in. And it's not going to come in. As a result, that's the will he be successful card. Either way, it's a moving on thing. But because the King of Staffs, and will he be successful? I think it's a moot point. I think this is coming up for you and not for that part of the question because it's already established that he's not coming back. This is the other part of the should I wait for him or move on? You need to get out there. You need to go, okay, this hurt and this is a bad thing, but if he wanted me to wait for him, we would have stayed together. And so you need to get out and start healing from this. And this also gives off a very strong vibe that this is kind of something you already knew. And you were kind of just asking confirmation. So I think you already suspected that. So do. I already answered your question about your thing, your air conditioning. There is a baby question. Should I try for another baby? I no longer answer baby questions. It's not anything personal. It's not about you. I just had a thing happen that I felt really guilty about. So let's take a look at this one. Why is my current project so much harder than any of my previous projects before it? I'm struggling to enjoy this like I usually would because of this. So why is this project hard? What is going on here? Wait a second. Come on now. What's happening? Why? How did you all get turned around like that? What's going on? Am I a failure at life and everything good? Yes. All right. Okay. Sounds like MLM, but okay, yeah. Huh. I was just discussing the fact that I already answered your AC question, Penny.
Sorry.
All right. Why is my current project so much harder than any of my previous projects before it? I'm struggling to enjoy this. So this person is having a problem with their projects. They are struggling to enjoy it. I am flipping cards all over the place. You know what I should have done when I got home? I should have taken a shower. Holy cow. I'm going to take a shower after this because I feel wrung out. I feel gross. I feel like my scalp is... Anyway, here's the point. I used to get Amway toilet paper when I was in high school. We knew somebody that sold Amway. So my mom ordered like all of our toothpaste and and the toothpaste was awful. The toothpaste was terrible. Anyway, I just picked up the tower and then I was like, well, the tower, like the worst possible fucking card for your reading. I picked it up and I was like, well, I used to have Amway toilet paper. Anyway, this is crazy. Your current project is so much harder than your previous project before. No shit. No shit. This is combined with the Knight of Swords. We're charging into the fucking battle. We're charging into, we're going ahead with this. And then you've got the Queen of Swords reversed. So like instead of like this growing and this sort of like nurturing, raising up sort of forward action, it's stalled. Something is wrong in your project. There is something like, and I don't mean to laugh about it because it sounds terrible for me to laugh because you're like, it's so much harder, but there is something like sort of fundamentally wrong in the project. And you're just like, yeah, I'm going to keep going and keep forcing it. And really what you need to do is sit down and be kind of introspective about the project, sit down and figure out what was going on, like sit down and really look over it with a fine-tooth comb and figure out where this is happening. Because right now you're just pushing yourself into burnout. So. Oh, multi-level marketing. Gotcha. I like multi-level marketing things, but here's why. Because I like to get all the stuff. If I go to somebody's party and their person they're selling a lot of stuff, I go, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this business opportunity. And they say, well, of course, let me tell you. And then they say, like the fucking, is it LuLaRoe or whatever? They're like, oh, it's like a $15,000 buy-in. And I'm like, no, thank you. I'm not interested anymore. But then if you go I went to a Pure Romance party and I was like, I like all of these products. Please tell me more. Actually, I contacted someone I knew who sold it. I was like, I went to this party and I like the products. Tell me more about this business opportunity. And I went and I got the kit and then I went and I did the whole, and I got inventory and I got the things that I wanted. for my inventory, my startup inventory, and then I saved those aside. I went and I sold everything else. I did like 3 parties, broke even, got a whole bunch of vibrators for free. Little elbow grease. That's right. And then, you can do that with a lot of things. I did it with Mary Kay, stuff like that. So, but I have a real issue. Like when people do the scammy stuff and people are mean and they take advantage of people, and the whole pushing on moms, like, oh, as a mom, you can blah, blah, blah. As a mom, you can have your own business. As a mom. No, that's not, I don't like that part, but I do like taking, I like kidnapping. So. Herbalife. I went to a book signing in Houston once, and they put me up overnight. It was for a conference. They accidentally booked me. They went to book somebody else, and they accidentally booked me. So I got put up in like a really nice hotel and got to deliver a keynote speech, and I didn't correct them because, oh well, do your fucking research. I showed up. It became very apparent that they had the wrong person, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I delivered a keynote. I did it all. Anyway. And then, so I went there, and to that, it was a fucking, it was a great experience though, because at the hotel that we stayed at, and there was an Herbalife convention going on. And there are all these people walking around with these fucking shaker things and like drinking their Herbalife shakes and all that stuff. And we got in an elevator. We had gone to Taco Cabana, which is like a better fast food Mexican restaurant than Taco Bell, but we don't have them up here. And my husband loves them because he goes down and he has family in Texas. And so we're like, let's go to Taco Cabana. So we got into this elevator with all of these people who were at the Herbalife thing. And like with our giant heaps of Taco Cabana. Anyway. Boo, boo, boo. You know what MLM I want to do? I want to do the one where you buy a big box of jewelry and then you just sell it like fundraiser candy bars. I would just keep what I liked and sell the rest. I gotta stop though. I have too many side hustles. Every moment of my day feels monetized. So, anyway. Huh. The homelessness thing? Well, whatever happens is if they do get back to you, or if you are going to, I don't know. You might be losing your Section 8 and you might need to, because it said that there was something in there about a broken contract thing. All right. Someone wanted to know what Lainey Serum is doing nowadays. I don't know, failing up, because when will the Horrid Handbook for Mortals movie be out and ready for sporking? She probably spent all of her money they probably spent the budget for the movie on buying their own non-existent goddamn books. I haven't done anything. Yeah, exactly. So maybe it might be something like that. You might need to like start putting into some swift action there, a plan B type thing. I don't think the movie will come out. Lainey's main character. Oh yeah, when I interpreted the reading that she did, that actually said that like neither of the heroes would be good for her. Not at the chat to be cleat. What? What are you talking about? I don't know. This stuff is good. This is a good thing right here. That's a lot of the bottle, though. I mean, like, I'm getting it everywhere. It's coming out. But the point to be... Okay. But the point to be clear is that's kind of a lot. I don't know. Let's just keep fucking rolling with it. It's supposed to be Fitshaced, right? I'm going to be sticky, though, because there's stuff everywhere. Suggestive cell. There was a Hollywood video. There was a Hollywood video in my town that somebody got shot to death at. It was a whole thing. There was an incredible Hollywood video. It was 3 stories. It had like a cafe in it and a bottomless porn room. There was a... I don't mean like... When I say bottomless, I mean like a bottomless Sunday. Like there was a lot of it. I don't mean like bottomless, like you took your pants off and went into the porn room. That is where I rented Edward Penis Hands 2. It was a lot better than Edward Penis Hands 1 because I believe it was in Edward Penis Hands 2 that they actually rigged them up for money shots. She said, desperately hoping her kid isn't watching tonight. The book was better. When will you finish Blade Trasket, the novel? I hate you guys because I actually sat there the other day and was sitting there and I was like, well, I said he had like a hound named Asmodeus and I had like, you know, all this stuff in my mind. And I was like, I could actually write that. And then I realized I would have to actually make the guy's name fucking Blade Trasket. And that would be the end of it. And there would be no fucking, so fuck everybody. Fuck you all. All right. How will the Mister continue to do? Like any book, it's just gonna sort of. The Mister is not a failure. That's if I had book sales like she had, I would be fucking thrilled. Anybody would be thrilled to have fucking book sales like that, like she just had. But yeah. Will the bat come back for vengeance? I fucking hope not. But as always, bats. Cliche, but will I ever find true love? Romantic type. Now that's a yes or no question. Questioner. My friend. My friend. I don't doubt that the Mister will sell movie rights. I don't think it'll get made into a movie. And at least not as fast as 50 Shades did. And the reason that I say that is because 50 Shades of Grey got made very quickly. Like just like bam, as fast as they could to capitalize on it. And I don't foresee... I don't think we're going to see the Mister in 2021. And I think by 2022 or 2023, it'll be too late. It'll be like with the last 50 Shades of Grey movie. Not that didn't do badly. I'm not saying it was a flop or anything like that, because it wasn't. But just the idea that there actually were people that had kind of forgotten about it by the time it came out. So, yeah. I don't think... When's the next recap? Probably Monday. Reading your recaps of the Mister, I'm like, why is the book being so weirdly racist? She's white, Grouch is all... Yeah, isn't that weird? But apparently in the UK, they don't want any immigrants. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if Netflix would grab it or what. But I do wonder, too, if she burned too many bridges. Like, if the idea... Like, because here's the thing. Whatever, I don't remember who put... I think it's Sony. I don't know. Whoever owns her rights or... Whoever owns the rights to 50 Shades of Grey probably has a right of first refusal on the Mister. Because of the amount of money that they paid for the rights and the amount of control and stuff that they gave her, I would assume that in return they might have a first look deal on the next thing. I said right of first refusal, but that's a publishing term. I don't think that's a term they use in film. But like the idea that, okay, we get to look at it first and you know. So I don't know, though, that studio would necessarily want to make another movie with her. I hope I'm wrong, too. You know what I would be interesting is if the Mister ended up becoming like a TV series. Or like a limited series, like an Amazon Prime limited series or something. I just don't it doesn't seem to have the same following and the same passion around it. Nobody's talking about it. People were talking about 50 Shades of Grey. Nobody's talking about the Mister. So. All right. So cliche, but will I ever find true love? Romantic type. So this person wants to know if they'll ever find true love. So let's see 3 cards about this. And you know what? The cards can just tell us what they think this person needs to know. Okay, so I don't think I've ever seen 2 of these cards in the same reading before. Like, that has struck me like that, just like bam. This time it's personal. Yes, I don't think that they have. I don't think they can't sell the Mister on sex scenes, and there isn't anything to really sell it on. There's no real hook. It's just a story that's kind of vaguely like Taken, but in the end, Liam Neeson fucks his daughter. Not that. You know what? Fuck it. Rewind. Cancel that. Scratch. Pause. Back up the tape. Erase. Oh, this tastes like Kool-Aid. Yeah. Right. The host did like nothing. That's the other reason. I think they learned that follow-ups are, that follow-ups are not necessarily going to bring people in. But think about like Michael Crichton. Think about Jurassic Park. And right after they filmed Jurassic Park, all of a sudden it was like, oh, we're going to fucking make Congo. I'm not saying that there were movies of his that were made before, but it was like, oh, we're going to make Congo. We're going to make Timeline, and like completely fuck up Timeline. We're going to do all of this stuff and really try to capitalize it. It didn't work. They had to go back to the fucking dinosaurs. So anyway, the point of, yeah, there was like all sorts of stuff in there. Yeah, Timeline was terrible. The only thing I liked about Timeline was Gerard Butler was still kind of doughy and hot. Like, after he got all tan and cut, it wasn't great. So, yes, peak hotness, Gerard Butler. Yes. Because, yeah, he had the good hair, okay, but he was still kind of chubby. Now, I don't want to say chubby, but I mean, like, he wasn't Hollywood cut, like he wasn't like he was just like, he still had like kind of a not chiseled face. I like that. And he was in Dracula 2000, same thing, except for I found out I had a tumor during Dracula 2000, so I blame Dracula 2000 for giving me a tumor. That movie is so bad it gave me a tumor on my spine. All right. It wasn't even dad bod. It was more like, young guy who has a naturally good body and doesn't really do anything else with it. So, yeah, it's a horrible movie and I love it. But yeah, it did give me a tumor. We were watching the movie, and I was like, man, my neck hurts. And my friend Jill looks over, and she goes, there's something sticking out of it. And I had this really fast-growing tumor that ended up being the size of a fucking softball on my spine. It was gross. It's gross! Anyway. Oh, what was I talking about? This person's romance? They're like, Jen, shut up about Gerard Butler. Nobody fucking cares. You know what? 10-year-old cares. My 10-year-old cares very deeply about Gerard Butler. You must have watched something bad. All right, so. Boy, howdy. Let's take a look here. I'm not saying that you won't find romantic love, because look how excited these people are, and they're dancing towards a thing that's like that. And this card, I always call this, and I hope that it's not racist that I say this, but I always call this the Jewish wedding card, because there's a thing right there. And because the card represents like happiness and celebration and a celebratory time. So anyway, this is the excitement and celebration and happiness. But then followed up here by judgment, okay? Which in itself kind of is a weird card to come up in a romance reading. Because it's kind of like coupled with this other one here, it kind of feels like you gotta like the whole deal with the finding romantic love is like you're sort of waiting for the okay or waiting for the go ahead is kind of how it feels. Robert Carlyle. Which one is Robert Carlyle? Is that Mr. Gold? Yeah, see, like Penny said, is that Mr. Gold? God, I fucking loved that show. I fell off the wagon on that one. Right, like when they were, I think, like when they got back from Neverland, I was like, or no, it's like the season that Elsa showed up at the end. That guy is very attractive in a weird way. I just wish his relationship with Belle on Once Upon a Time, because I just loved them so much, and they kept messing up their relationship. I just wanted him and Belle to be happily ever after because they loved each other and they deserved it. And Belle! All right. All right. Crystal Dicks. Yeah, I want to get one of those too. Those look fucking hilarious. I want to get one for ring toss. Anyway, where was I? I was reading about this person's love life. I'm licking wine off the table. We have reached rock bottom. Okay. Oh no. I punched myself in the lip and it hurt. So where were we? We were at celebration and fun things are coming, right? Okay. And then watch Once Upon a Time, because either you're gonna click with it or you won't. But it's a good show and the actors are really good. So if you watch it, and honestly, if you aren't that's a show that if you aren't kind of within the first 4 or 5 episodes, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, watch the whole first season. You're either gonna know if you like the concept or not. Oh yeah, I know. Penny, were you the one that called him Sheriff Tight Ass McHot Pants? Jamie Dornan in that? I feel like it was. Oh, but either way, it wasn't you. Maybe it was Deneen, because it was either you or Deneen called him Sheriff Tight Ass McHot Pants, and I have never forgotten. So if it wasn't you, it had to be Deneen then. But what was it that I was gonna say? Oh, if you do watch Once Upon a Time and you go, it's not really for me, at the very least, go find the Beauty and the Beast episode. I think it's actually called Belle. I think it's like season 1, episode 7 or episode 8. Because it's awesome. Because the two actors have such good chemistry Like, I don't know the girl's name, but Robert Carlyle and the girl that played Belle, they have such insane, intense chemistry. So you should watch it. Anyway. Reading that. The Fall, Blades. All right. So anyway, the whole point that we're getting back to this. Man, that sangria is amazing. Okay. You guys, see that? What's happening here? It's not upside down though. Ooh. I'm trying to show. Oh, I have two hands. Wah, wah, wah. So here we are, right? There's happiness, but it's like you're waiting for like a go ahead. You're waiting for someone to say you're good enough, you're smart enough, people like you, okay? The thing is, you just need to fucking grasp your sword and rush into battle with it. No. We're still on the true love question, but I started talking about Belle and Rumpelstiltskin. Couple ammo. See that? That's the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, people will say things, and I say these too. I say that the King of Swords is like a dickhead, and the Queen of Swords is a fucking bitch. But that's not the whole meaning, okay? That's just me. The King of Swords might be saying you need to be more assertive in going out rather than waiting for permission, okay? Rather than waiting for some sort of permission or some sort of sign from God or whatever, or some sign from the universe that it's time and you're going to go find love. And if you're looking for signs and looking for things like that, you have to be proactive. You have to be the person that goes out and gets it. You're the one that has to go out and get stuff done. But yes, there is happiness out there for you. Man, this went off the rails quickly. Man. Brad me. Oh my gosh. We should assign musicals all these characters because of the thing that Shanti said. I didn't make this up. The thing that Shanti said about Brad Majors and Janet Weiss. I know that movie, people don't like it for a lot of reasons now because it is kind of outdated and it has a lot of like gender ickiness and stuff. But I'm always going to have a really good spot in my heart for that because when you're like a queer kid and you're not allowed to go to Pride because it's sexual, but when you're like a queer Catholic kid and you want to go to Pride, you go to Rocky Horror Picture Show. Because you don't go to Pride because what if somebody sees you there? And also, if you're like bisexual, you're like, well, I don't really belong there because I'm straight. But there's something very queer about Rocky Horror Picture Show when you go to it. And you feel like this is where I belong. So, Rocky Horror Picture Show was like, in the 90s, the midnight show was like the scary, closeted, self-denial, bisexual Jenny's version of Pride. So that's the story. So that's my story about it. And I still yell things at the TV when I watch it. Real talk with Jenny. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Let me tell you my queer stories for Pride. Let me tell you about dating a guy because I wanted to date the girl that he just broke up with, but I didn't realize at the time that I had a crush on her. Even though I used to go to her house and spend the night and we would like sleep in the same bed and snuggle and stuff. And then I was like, she broke up with her boyfriend and I started dating him. Jenny. Jenny. All right. Memories in the corners of my butt. Okay. Right? Yeah. Relationship person, just heads up. You should probably just be brave and ask Bianca out because you love her and you have a huge crush on her. But you didn't realize it was an option because your heart was broken by a boy. And so you think, well, if I loved a boy, that means that's who I loved. So that's the story. Why is it turning my tongue brown? Is that just the lighting? Oh my God, this is like people are watching me. This isn't a mirror. This is like people are here. Okay. I think that the male thing that she's going to write. Oh, yeah. Fuck yes. I remember being like, I think I was 13 and I convinced, okay. So when I was like 13, I had a crush on this guy that worked at a movie theater. I had the biggest crush on him. And we had been in a play together. And he worked at the movie theater. And so I would go to the movie theater. I have a hugest crush on this guy. And I would go and I would like just go to, and then they had a Rocky Horror Show. And I told my friend, I said, he's going to be working. We have to go. Get your mom to drive us. I was 13. He was like 15 or 16. Or he must have been 16 or 17 because he was working. So I was a little too young. Maybe I was 14. But he wasn't interested in me. He didn't even know who I was. In fact, recently we had a conversation wherein I said something about the first show that we did together. We've done other shows since then. And he said, you were in that? I don't even remember that. He didn't even remember me. And I did my level best to be around him. So it was really funny. It just made me laugh because I was like, oh my God, I'm like so oblivious. I was like, I really got a shot here. And he's like, I don't even remember you until like 6 years later. But I was like, yeah, we gotta get a Rocky Horror Picture Show somehow. So we convinced her mom, because her mom would do like anything. And we're like, you should take us to Rocky Horror Picture Show because we can't get in by ourselves. And her mom went to it with us. And then he wasn't even working that night. It was fucking crazy. I did end up tapping that later though, when I was a grown up. I got what I want. I get what I want. Okay. Anyway. I will defend Outlander. Just because everybody in the world, when I was reading those books, was talking all the time about how Claire was a Mary Sue and she was so unbelievable. And I was like, this is literally the only book I've ever read where the heroine like fucking has agency and actually does stuff. Okay. Well, no! Come back! I belong to you! Okay. What are you just telling about? Anyway. Yeah, there was always rape too in those books. The back of my chair signed. No, the print is like, it's like old, it's like they're white because I'm a fucking masochist and I bought white dining room chairs with 2 children because I guess I'm an idiot. And but it's like the print on them is like it's like all these like random like words and stuff and postmarks and shit, like French and Frenchness. So anyway. Womp womp. Man. I have a feeling that whatever E.L. James writes next is actually going to be a male-female ship, and she's just going to make the female male. Because she said something about there's no gender imbalance and shit like that, which means she doesn't know anything about gender, and she doesn't know anything about how relationships work. There's no power imbalance. She wanted to write a BDSM male-male relationship, but it would be hard to write BDSM where there's no power imbalance. That's the fucking point. BDSM is a power imbalance. I swear to God, I cannot believe you guys cannot hear that kid. They can hear him upstairs going, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because he's playing, so I don't know what he's playing. Anyway. Ass Simon. I don't know, maybe. I'm not gonna say it because I'm a good person. I was gonna say maybe she'll cut me Roswell. She was like, these aliens of light and blah blah blah, and she'll rewrite Roswell but make it male, and it'll get a movie before that other one. Okay, I'm a little too drunk because I'm getting real. All right. I'm getting real. Man, I drank way too much of that, but it's good. So I drank 2. How much is this? This is 1.5 liters. So I drank a lot of wine tonight. Man. Maybe I drank too much wine tonight. What did I say when I'm beginning it? I said it was going to happen. Okay. You go away now. We are done with you. I don't feel good. Okay. Should my theme, mantra, or goal be this summer? I'll call one card for this. All right. Theme, mantra, or goal for the summer. For this one person wants to know what their theme, mantra, or goal should be. Blump. Sad Dracula. So, Sad Dracula. Ha! EL is the person who asks lesbians who the man is. That is the fucking most apt description I've ever seen in my life. That is exactly what fucking happened. So your theme should be Sad Dracula. It's not a bad thing. It means you gotta stop looking at the bad things. And remember the good things. Okay? Remember that. Remember the good things. Don't worry about the shit that you spilled on the ground. Worry about the shit you still have. That's what you need to be thinking of. So your mantra, your theme, and your goal is Sad Dracula. Whew, I gotta put my head down a minute. Man, just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Can you see my head? I don't want you to be able to see my gray hairs. And I wish I was a vampire. I hope somebody turns me into a fucking vampire. I mean, before I get uglier, I would like someone to turn me into a vampire. Because I would like to be a vampire. There are a lot of people I would kill. I have a list just in case of people I would murder if I was a vampire. I'm not gonna lie, I would do it. And as a result, I need somebody to turn me into a vampire. But I don't think that they just come out and do it. And I don't think I give off the right. I don't think I give off the right. Yeah, I should talk to the bat about this. How did you become a vampire? I saw somebody said about Robert Pattinson that he's the worst vampire in history because it took him 12 years to turn into a bat. I laughed so hard. Anyway, I would like to be a vampire, but it's not happening. I would like it to happen. I need to get some water. For sure. You guys stay there. Stay right here. I'm going to scoot that way. And I'm going to do water. I'll be right back. Here I go. Watch out, dog! I'm coming. Choo choo. Chugga, 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 chugga. I guess that's as far as that train goes. I'm not leaving you. I'm just going this way. Intermission. Go like this. Clap. I just did the big number right before Act 2. Yay! One more dawn. One more day. One day more. Yay! Roaring applause. Curtain falls. When we come back, there'll be a big, like the big mechanical barricade. I just have to go in here. Where the water is. Ew. You cup that actually went properly through the dishwasher. God damn it. This house is a nightmare. Turning on the water is making me forget to pee. Here, I come back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Where are you talking to?
I'm talking to the people on the computer.
Why did you leave them?
Because I had to get water because I am
All on their own.
very drunk. Could you please come get this lime so I can't have it? Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. I had too much.
You?
I think maybe. So, hey, you know that Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie that was ridiculous, but the best part of it was the opening where they did like a let's go all go to the lobby thing, but they were like it was like a metal band, and they were like, don't talk, watch, don't talk, watch, and they sing this whole thing, and he's like, if you touch, like he's like, do not touch, jiggle the seat in front of you. I am sitting there. I am everywhere. Like, it's just like fucking crazy. Yeah, do you remember? Okay, you guys. Linoleum knife. I'll come to your house and rip your wife in half. Oh my God. It's just YouTube. Get on YouTube. You're already on YouTube. YouTube, Aqua Teen Hunger Force opening. Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie opening or something.
Yeah, it'll pop it.
Mm.
It's fun.
It's incredible.
It's very hard.
So, did you bring your baby? Babies don't want this.
See.
Leave the seed in the street. Run over it after the show. All right. Okay. Man, I'm like looking at this.
What? Getting cut by a linoleum knife?
I don't know. I'm just really drunk. I'm going to do one more.
Maybe you should like pay attention to the people that are on there.
Well, I'm trying to, but I'm very drunk. One more. Okay. Here I go. We have my husband and I have some big decisions coming up in terms of finances and houses. There's also been some family stuff going on. Let's take a look. Mr. Jones' back is still fucked. So let's go through cards with people how housing, financing stuff is coming up. Let's see what happens. Okay. So like here's the thing. In your situation, in your family stuff. There's a little bit of like feeling like maybe we're making too much of a big deal of this. Maybe this situation, we're building it up too much as being a big deal. Maybe we're stressing out about it too much. No. You've got some, with some doctor's eyes on it, returning it being like Gatsby Nick. So, you're going to be, this is just saying that, like, no, your fears are not unfounded. Some of the stuff that you're stressing about is something that is stressing about, you know. Wait a minute. Oh my God, wouldn't that suck though if somebody I knew was E.L. James? I'm glad that she blocked me on Twitter years and years ago. The next one is the Ten of Pentacles. It looks like, you know, things aren't going to be terrible. You said worried about family and there's some finance stuff coming up. To me, it looks like the money is tied up somewhat in something with the family. There might be a thing of distrust here. There might also be a thing of somebody isn't quite pulling their weight, or someone isn't holding up their end of the bargain or doing the work that they were meant to do in return for something. So financially, it looks like the family trouble and the financial trouble is probably somewhat related. And whatever suspicions or feelings that you might have in the situation is not necessarily unfounded. You have a legitimate gripe. Also, it feels like you are asking whether or not you have a legitimate gripe, whether or not you legitimately have a reason to be mad here or a reason to be upset. And yeah, you do, because there's somebody taking it. That's the somebody's taking advantage spread. You're worried about somebody taking advantage? Yeah, they're taking advantage. That's what's happening. Man, I'm going to tell you what. I'm super fucking drunk. So next week, I got a wine baby in my belly. That's dangerous because that's how I got my first real baby in my belly, was getting too drunk, but not off the wine, off of 99 bananas. Which is why I put that in Where We Land, that they got pregnant because of 99 bananas, because 99 bananas got me pregnant. Oh, look at that. Anyway, the point of the matter is I'm a hoe. I won't be here next week. I won't be here the week after that. So we'll get back together in 2 weeks. Try not to miss me too much. I know it's hard because I'm effervescent and sparkling. I have a lot of spit coming out of my mouth right now. Just a lot of spit. Bad Prosecco. Like there's good Prosecco. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next when it happens. What? I gotta click that button. Are you dying? I'm trying to scratch your ear. You're 1,000. All right, bye. Yeah, let's click that button.